this is the only hydrology in IIT Roorkee which has three sub-disciplinary courses. First one is surface water hydrology, second one is groundwater, and third is watershed management.
You come to an IIT, once you visit an IIT, once you start studying in IIT, you get to know that what is the level of education of our country. There is a lot of hard work to be in the IIT, but you don't know that there's a lot of hard work to stay in the IIT.
Quality-wise judgment would be definitely it's better than IIT Kharagpur, which I felt.
I first went to the mess. There were a lot of items in the mess, and I think he gave a rating of 8 and 8.5. I don't think there could be a better catering, better food than IIT in any college.
Obviously, I like the food over here, and there is like a lot of options in the food, and like all the things are balanced and well maintained. So out of 10.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we'll be discussing the Q&A about hydrology section. So we have guests here, so they are going to introduce, and then we are going to have a question and answer with them.
So this is Vipul Rai, and I'm pursuing masters in hydrology from this college only, and I've been recently placed.
Hello everyone, I'm Spandan Naskar and I'm a second year PhD student in the Department of Hydrology, and I did my masters from IIT Kharagpur, and yeah, currently it's about environment and clubs, PhDs and everything like that.
Hello everyone, I am Harshit Kumar Singh and I am in MTech first year surface water hydrology. I have pursued my BTech from SRM Institute of Science and Technology in civil engineering.
Okay, so my first question would be intro about the department, whether it's toxic or it's very student friendly, because these are the questions that I'm getting in my queries section. So starting with you. So how's the department and how's your experience have been?
So first of all, when we all came to IITs, first we thought that there would be a lot of pressure and all, and how the faculties would be, we didn't knew that. So my bachelor's was from a government institute, a state university in Madhya Pradesh. So there the environment, the faculties were, though they were supportive, but they were not that much frank to the students. But here we explored that teachers could be that frank to students. They could talk in that way to the students. They could be their parents, their guardians, their friends, everything they can be. So here we explored a beautiful environment which a college should have had.
Yep, it's like what he told, like pressure. In case of PhD, there will be always a pressure, constant pressure, but it's not like, but here in IIT Roorkee, it's like, it's not that much obvious. Here you can do many things beside PhD, and it's like the guides are super cooperative, and the whole department will stand with you in your every kind of need. So it's not that much pressure, obvious pressure, which we used to say in PhD.
So firstly, I am in first year only. Till now, I have experienced like the department is okay, like it's chill, and you can manage the things over here. And the faculties are obviously cooperative. That's why like you can manage the things over here, and obviously they stand in every situation. Like for example, in seminar or any project or anything, they support us at every time.
Okay. So my next question would be that how did you get into IIT? So like what are the ways through which you can get into IIT and get this program hydrology? Because most people do not know the way, or even if they know only certain ways. So you will be a better guide to explain all of this.
So basically talking about myself, I got through GATE examination. For bachelors, we all know that there's a JEE advanced exam from which we can come to the IITs. And for masters, many of the exams are unexplored as well. So the sciences students, they can come through UGC exams, and the master's students, they can come through GATE exams, and the students doing bachelors in sciences, they can come through JAM exams also. So there are many exams through which you can make it to the IITs. So if not after 12th, then after graduation also, you can make it to the IIT definitely. So no, MSc in hydrology is not there. So in hydrology there's only masters and PhD programs, no bachelors also. So hydrology is basically a part of civil engineering. So hydrology you can explain as the sciences of water. So water sciences comes under the civil engineering department. So it is an interdisciplinary department of civil engineering. So there's only masters and PhD courses available here.
Yep. In case of coming for the PhD, you must have either GATE or NET qualified, NET JRF qualified. In case of GATE, you must have score around 500 like that, or in case of UGC NET, you must have that JRF. So after that, you will have to submit a proposal and do the basic interviews section with the supervisors of the department, and if you are selected, then definitely.
So for MTech, the only option is GATE, and I want to specify one thing. Like, this is the only hydrology in IIT Roorkee which has 3 subdisciplinary courses. First one is surface water hydrology, second one is groundwater, and third is watershed management.
Okay, so like what's the difference between all of three?
So surface water hydrology basically deals with flood forecasting. Groundwater hydrology deals with management of groundwater, and watershed management deals with the catchment basin and all.
My next question would be like, what are the research opportunities that you are going to get here after coming into IIT?
So
For MTech as well as
basically in hydrology, we deal with all of the water related issues and things like watershed management, how to deal with a catchment, how to deal with rainfall, how to deal with changing climate, how to deal with weather forecasting. So these are the basic things in layman languages which whom a common people also can understand by this. So Spandan sir will more tell you about research opportunities. So I was telling about research opportunities. So one can go for research about climate change, research about groundwater, research about surface water sources such as rivers, ponds, watersheds, etc. And I think my friend Spandan sir will tell you more about research opportunities as he is pursuing PhD here.
Yeah, Vipul, that is very much correct. In a layman's term, it's like there are a lot of things going on in the Department of Hydrology for the research purpose, and it's like everything related to the hydrology, like from the climate perspective, from the groundwater, from the ocean, from the river to the mountains to the glacier, every kind of aspects of hydrology is being covered in our department. Along with that, we covered some cutting edge research technologies like we use nanotechnologies to remediate contaminants like arsenic, fluoride, like that. And we discover different types of membranes to treat the water, and there are also some parts of remote sensing. We incorporate remote sensing with the natural aspects to monitor the contaminants or the flow or the precipitation, like that. So yeah, it's all about like that.
So, as you know, climate change is like a trending topic over from last 5 years. So our department has a good faculty which deals with the climate change. And second part, you can do flood forecasting, dam break analysis, and various opportunities in remote sensing. For example, distribution of groundwater and pipelines for etc. So and our department has total 9 labs which give us like a back support to the student in our daily activities. So that's it.
Okay. So my next question would be about the MTech. So how's the placement here?
So basically, student pursuing MTech, they don't look for placement that much. So the students looking for placements, they get placements here. So the image of IIT Roorkee from the perspective of placements is very good. So you can get placed in a core company or in a non-core company. So core companies works around our domain only, and the non-core companies which are coming for recruitment, they involve many of the domains like software engineering or database management or things like these only. So one who wants placement gets the placements.
I don't have that much of knowledge about the placements. These MTech students know better than me, definitely.
So I don't have also much knowledge about placement as I'm in first year. So from seniors, like I have seen, like if you go through all the process from the first year, you can get the placement easily, even in core also. And if you want in non-core, then it's also good over here.
Like, what are the hardships in the placement, and like, what's the average package? Because these are the two things that everywhere want to know.
So of course you have to do some hard work to get placed here. So nothing would be possible if you don't study for the placement seasons. So whatever we study in the coursework and whatever we study for the placements, there's a big difference in that. So you have to separately prepare for aptitude, and that aptitude depends on your curricular knowledge also. So if a core company comes into your department for recruitments, their aptitude will be way different from a non-core company which is dealing with software or data management or a banking company. They'll be asking you different questions. So you have to first prepare your mindset that in what type of company I'm gonna be placed. If you want a core placements, definitely you have to prepare for core companies, and that will depend on your technical knowledge from your domain only. If you want to get placed in a non-core company, so you have to acquire knowledge of at least one language, such as Python, MATLAB, or Java, anything you can learn. So one language is required for non-core, and now the trending companies that are coming, they require machine learning knowledges also. So the least requirements are at least one language and machine learning knowledge. These two knowledge, you have to get these knowledge to get placed in a good company. So core companies in all of the IITs, they won't offer you a package more than 12 lakhs or 14 lakhs. So here also they offer a package about 10 to 12 lakhs of hydrology. And the non-core companies which will come, the placements of non-core companies will depend on your knowledge, your preparation. So if you have a good preparation, good command on a computer language like Python or anything, and you have a good knowledge of machine learning also, you will get a decent package around 15 to 18 to 20 lakhs.
Okay, so there's much more opportunities in non-core than
Of course, the world is working based on software technologies only. So if the world's revolving around that, all of us are using AIs in everything, literally everything. I've been placed in a AI-based company, so that's why I'm telling you. So the world is revolving around AI, machine learning, and everything. So the more the demand, the more the packages.
Okay, so my question is, so the next very interesting question is, what about the AI versus the man? No, it's from
So AI versus the man.
yes. Since you are placed in an AI-based company, no?
So I'll say that of course man will take an edge on AI always. So the company which I am placed in, they've built an AI for human capital management. So the HR tasks that are done on day-to-day basis. So that company works as a third-party company. So if your company wants to recruit a person from HR point of view, my company will work, and that AI will work for the recruitment process. Similarly, for the training process, for the refinement process of the workers in the company, that company will work like that only. So that AI will manage the workforce of the company. And who will manage the AI? We'll manage the AI. So definitely we'll take an edge over AI anytime.
There will be job cuts now because a significant part has been taken over by the AI, right?
So of course there will be job cuts, but if you are running a company, you will better be focused on your economy rather than world's economy. Okay, so
This is a very good lesson, by the way.
so the same holds with every of the entrepreneurs or every of the CEOs of the companies. They are focused on their wealth, their manpower reduction, their capitalization. So everyone will focus on that.
And do you have anything to add on?
So, like for a good placement, you have to work from the first day of joining in the department, and you should have a good command on core software for to go in particular in that field. And for also like in non-core, you have to learn multiple languages, and you have to run with the trend going on in the market.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to add on some things. Like in case of hydrology, PhD, it's like, as he told, it's a multidisciplinary department. You can come by doing MTech in various departments, and you can come after completing your masters. As I completed my masters in science, it's like I have a master's degree from IIT Kharagpur, master MSc degree from IIT Kharagpur. Then I come here. So it's like in IIT Roorkee, in case of PhD, it's like whenever you are coming from another IIT or NITs, it's like there is a facility, we can say, like that. You don't have to do the coursework if you have the CGPA of 8.5. So you can skip that and you can directly start your research. So it's like a great time-saving opportunity for other students.
So my next question would be, as he added, that if you have 8.5 CGPA and above, so you can directly come and you do not have to do the coursework in the PhD, right? So is there a facility for so that the MTech people continues their program to the PhD program? So there's this criteria, right? So if you have 8.5 CGPA and above, so you can convert your MTech degree into an integrated PhD degree. So is that option available here?
Of course, that option is available. So not only in this IIT, in every of the premier institutes, this option is available. But you have to opt this option in the second semester of your college. Yes. So after the second semester, this option will not be available. If you go into the third semester, as soon as you go into the third semester, after that you have to apply for separate PhD in your fourth semester after your completion of your degree. So you can opt for an integrated course, but that has to be opted in the second semester only.
Okay, so anything that you'd like to add on, like anything about the department, anything about the IIT, anything about the hostel experience, anything that you want to add?
So I'd like to add that many of the students would have studied from different state colleges, or a lot of premier colleges in India are also available for them, which have a good reputation. But once you come to an IIT, once you visit an IIT, once you start studying in IIT, you get to know that what is the level of education of our country is. So many of the students, they say that there is a lot of hard work to be in the IIT, but you don't know that there is a lot of hard work to stay in the IIT.
Yes.
Okay, to reach that IIT you do a lot of hard work, but to stay in that IIT even more hard work is required. So just this point only I would like to add.
Yeah, regarding the other things about my department on research purpose, I could say there are a lot of chances regarding the exchange programs, and you can visit to the conferences in foreign. IIT Roorkee provides a handsome amount of money for each of the students in case you want to go there or attend any conferences, or you can go for exchange programs as well. So yeah, those chances are there also. Yeah, definitely I want to add up, since I've visited it's my second IIT, so I can compare the food quality around that. So it's like in IIT Kharagpur, that food quality, I personally felt that it was good, but the quality is not that much, but I would rate it around 7. And in case of IIT Roorkee, I would rate it 8, 8.5. I would rate that. Yeah, good food. Although the veg and non-veg thing is there, but the quality-wise judgment would be definitely it's better than IIT Kharagpur. Which I felt.
So actually, when I first came to the college, and when I first went to the mess, there were a lot of items in the mess, and I think he gave a rating of 8 and 8.5. I don't think there could be a better catering, better food than IITs in any college. I'm not talking specifically about Roorkee only, but in IITs, I don't think hostel foods are like these. In our hostel, in our undergraduate courses, the foods were like we used to eat just one roti or a bit of dal and that's it. We were done with that. So all Swiggy boy, a Zomato guy, and an Uber guy that will be standing just outside our house at any point of time, just because the food was not up to the mark. So here the quality and the varieties of food both are at a different level from any other college in our country.
So I came directly from South India. So obviously I like the food over here, and there is like a lot of options in the food, and like all the things are balanced and well maintained. So out of 10 I will give 8 for the
Okay.
food. And yeah, for the hydrology department there is like lot of opportunities also, and like not even in hydrology, like all around the department it gives us lot of opportunity. If you want to explore it, then you can it.
Okay.
So yes, that's it.
Okay. With this, we like to thank you. And if you have any question regarding the department, any question regarding the opportunities that are available in the IT Roorkee Hydrology department, so you can always comment and do subscribe. Thank you.